Article 680.24 addresses specific requirements for terminating conduit originating from forming shells. It is essential to understand the scope of this article to ensure code compliance. Article 680.24 specifically mandates the use of a listed and labeled deck box for terminating conduits originating from forming shells. However, the application of this requirement is contingent upon the location of the forming shells themselves. If the forming shells are situated within the deck of the pool, then the stipulations outlined in Article 680.24 are indeed applicable. This means that the conduit extending from the forming shells must terminate in a listed and labeled deck box specifically designed for this purpose. This deck box serves as a critical junction point, providing a safe and secure enclosure for electrical connections in the vicinity of the pool deck. However, a different scenario emerges when the forming shells are located within a pool room rather than directly in the pool deck. In such instances, the requirements of Article 680.24 do not apply. Instead of being mandated to use a deck box, an alternative method of conduit termination is permitted. In this case, it is acceptable to terminate the conduits from the forming shells in a Hoffman box mounted on a wall within the pool room. The Hoffman box must be listed and labeled for the purpose of containing electrical equipment in wet locations. This listing ensures that the box is adequately protected against moisture and corrosion, which are common concerns in pool room environments. The use of EMT, or electrical metallic tubing, to extend from the Hoffman box to a ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, breaker is also an acceptable practice. EMT provides a robust and grounded raceway for electrical conductors, offering additional protection against physical damage and electrical hazards. To summarize, the key distinction lies in the location of the forming shells. If they are in the pool deck, Article 680.24 applies, necessitating a deck box. If they are in a pool room, a listed Hoffman box suitable for wet locations is permitted, along with EMT to a GFCI breaker. It's crucial to consult the latest edition of the National Electrical Code, or NEC, and local amendments to ensure compliance with all applicable regulations. Always consult with a qualified electrical inspector or engineer for specific guidance on your project. Proper grounding and bonding are essential for electrical safety around pools. Ensure all metallic components are properly bonded together to create an equipotential plane. This helps to minimize the risk of electric shock. Consider the specific environmental conditions of the pool room when selecting electrical equipment and materials. Factors such as humidity, temperature, and chemical exposure can affect the performance and longevity of electrical components. Regular inspection and maintenance of electrical systems around pools are crucial. Look for signs of damage, corrosion, or water intrusion and address any issues promptly. When installing or maintaining electrical equipment near a pool, always de-energize the circuit and follow proper lockout/tagout procedures. Never work on live electrical circuits. Ensure that all electrical work is performed by qualified and licensed electricians. This helps to ensure that the work is done safely and in accordance with all applicable codes and regulations. When selecting a Hoffman box for a pool room environment, be sure to choose one that is specifically rated for wet locations. This rating indicates that the box is designed to withstand moisture and corrosion. Consider the size and configuration of the Hoffman box to ensure that it can accommodate all of the necessary conductors and connections. Provide adequate space for wiring and terminations to avoid overcrowding and potential overheating. When running EMT from the Hoffman box to the GFCI breaker, use appropriate fittings and connectors to ensure a secure and watertight connection. Properly support the EMT to prevent sagging or damage. The GFCI breaker is a critical safety device that protects against ground faults. Ensure that the GFCI breaker is properly installed and tested to verify that it is functioning correctly. Regularly test the GFCI breaker to ensure that it is still providing adequate protection. Replace the GFCI breaker if it fails to trip when tested. Keep all electrical equipment and wiring at least 5 feet away from the inside edge of the pool, unless specifically permitted by the NEC. This helps to minimize the risk of electric shock. Clearly label all electrical panels and circuits to indicate their purpose and voltage. This helps to prevent accidental contact with live electrical parts. Provide adequate lighting around the pool area to improve visibility and safety. Use weatherproof fixtures and lamps to withstand the outdoor environment. Install emergency shut-off switches for the pool pump and other electrical equipment in a readily accessible location. This allows for quick and easy de-energization of the equipment in case of an emergency. Educate all pool users about electrical safety around pools. Warn them about the dangers of using electrical appliances near the pool and the importance of reporting any electrical hazards. Consider installing a pool alarm to alert you if someone falls into the pool. This can help to prevent drowning accidents. Maintain a clear and unobstructed path around the pool area to prevent trips and falls. Keep the pool area free of debris and clutter. Regularly clean and disinfect the pool water to prevent the spread of disease. Maintain proper water chemistry to prevent corrosion of pool equipment. Inspect the pool liner for tears or damage and repair them promptly. Regularly check the pool filter and pump to ensure that they are functioning correctly. Keep the pool covered when it is not in use to prevent evaporation and heat loss. Trim trees and shrubs around the pool area to prevent leaves and debris from falling into the pool. Consult with a pool professional for advice on pool maintenance and safety. Remember that electrical codes and regulations are subject to change. Always consult the latest edition of the NEC and local amendments for the most up-to-date requirements. Proper planning, installation, and maintenance are essential for ensuring the safety of electrical systems around pools. By following these guidelines, you can help to prevent electrical accidents and ensure a safe and enjoyable pool experience. The correct application of Article 680.24 is crucial for electrical safety in and around swimming pools. The article distinguishes between forming shells located in the pool deck and those located in a pool room. When forming shells are in the pool deck, a listed and labeled deck box is mandatory for terminating conduits. However, when forming shells are located inside a pool room, this requirement does not apply. Instead, a listed Hoffman box suitable for wet locations is permissible along with the empty conduit to a GFCI breaker. The Hoffman box must be properly listed and labeled for wet locations to ensure protection against moisture and corrosion. Always consult the latest NEC and local amendments to ensure compliance with current regulations. Employing qualified and licensed electricians is crucial for safe and code-compliant electrical work. Regular inspections and maintenance are essential for identifying and addressing potential electrical hazards. Grounding and bonding all metallic components around the pool is critical to prevent electric shock. Using GFCI breakers is mandatory for protecting against ground faults. Maintaining a safe distance between electrical equipment and the pool edge is vital. Educating pool users about electrical safety is crucial for preventing accidents. By adhering to these guidelines, one can minimize the risk of electrical hazards and ensure a safe and enjoyable pool environment. Always prioritize safety when dealing with electricity around water. Electrical codes and regulations are in place to protect individuals from potential harm. Staying informed and compliant with these regulations is crucial for maintaining a safe environment. It is recommended to seek professional guidance from qualified electricians or electrical inspectors for any electrical work near pools. Their expertise ensures that the work is performed safely and in accordance with all applicable codes and regulations. Regular inspections and maintenance can identify and address potential hazards before they become serious problems. Proactive maintenance is key to ensuring the long-term safety and reliability of electrical systems around pools. By taking the necessary precautions and seeking professional guidance when needed, one can create a safe and enjoyable pool environment for everyone. Remember, safety should always be the top priority when dealing with electricity near water.